He's been known as the bad boy heartthrob of the 80s hit series fame, Christopher Donlin. And you might also recognize him as the Emilio Ramirez from the daytime drama Days of Our Lives. Our guest today, though, he's renowned actor of film, stage, and television, Billy Hufsey. Welcome to Young at Heart, Billy.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Stumbled over some of your credits there, but what the heck.
Yeah, it won't be the last time. It's all
And
good.
that's true. And besides that, being an actor, you're quite a roundabout guy. You've been a musician, singer, songwriter, my goodness, author.
Wow.
You are young at heart. How did you fit that all in this lifetime?
You know what? When you think you've exhausted every possibility, know that you haven't. You know, and I believe this thing called life is, it's not a dress rehearsal. It's the real deal.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta go for it.
Yeah, I go for it. And my hobbies are my work. So if you had a hobby that was your work, one, you never work a day in your life, and two, you actually enjoy it. When I get up, I love what I do. Can't wait. When I go to sleep, it's like, wow, this is cool because I get to get up 6 in the morning. I'm gonna, tear it up again. So I really, really love, like, and lust what I do.
Well, I know for a little while you did leave the industry and you went into the business world. Tell us a little why you kind of migrated that way.
Well, I've been really blessed in my career. I've done everything from television to motion pictures to theater to starring in Las Vegas, etc. And had a CD that was somewhat successful. So I've been blessed, and I wanted to move on into the what I call the real world. And I got my taste of that, and did okay in it. Did okay, had fun, and learned to respect everybody. Learned to respect the people out there that go in at 9 and punch that clock and have to go in and punch the clock at 5 o'clock and fight the traffic going home. So it was a humbling experience and a good experience. I've obtained a wealth of knowledge of what the real world's like, and I have the utmost respect for everybody, But I'm back in what I'm doing, and I'm really enjoying what I'm doing because I actually help people become successful today.
I understand that. And before we get into that, just to let people know, you kind of segue back into this industry by doing the VH1 Confessions of a Teen Idol? Or
No.
How did that come about?
Yeah, well, Scott Bale's a friend of mine. He just asked me to do the show. And I said, but I'm really not an actor anymore. I'm coming back into Hollywood, but I'm a manager, and I coach people. I put people on TV. That's what I do now. Kind of pass the torch, if that makes any sense. And so when he asked me to do it, I says, well, yeah, okay. Because I don't take myself too serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think on a reality show you can't take
Well, you can if you're an actor because, no, that's the exact opposite because you know what? Everything you do, that camera's on you.
Oh, true.
Everything you do. Not like when they're doing a show and they cut. They don't cut. You wake up in the middle of the night, that camera's on you.
I was wondering about that. I mean, that's got to be frustrating at times. I mean, does it follow you into the shower or the bathroom?
The shower, they only have this thing, from here down, and and it's, hey, it was all good. It was fun for me. I was with, they took 7 of the biggest teen idols, and they put them in a house for 30 days, and we got to hang out, and it was fun for me because I'm not really pursuing trying to be an actor. The other 6 are, so I had fun. I had nothing to lose. I mean, you could think what you want of me, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take myself really, really serious. So, but I had a good time. And the only thing that was really serious about it is they says, okay, we're going to do a commercial. And you guys all audition against each other. And there's a prize at the end, which is money. And that's always a motivating factor. And so we audition. And it was funny because we're all buddies. And then everybody goes to their corner with their sides.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm going to get this thing. Because when it's money,
Yeah, it puts a whole different perspective on it.
Yeah, there's 2 things that separate, buddies.
Yeah.
Money and a woman. You know what I mean? And that was the money aspect. And it was really good because I got the commercial. So I feel real good about myself.
Now, was that the commercial shot that we saw? Oh, no, that was just...
No, that was something else.
Never
Not a few.
Never mind.
Cut! Okay.
No, we're not going there. But also, was it during that time, being on Confession of a Teen Idol, that you did write and record your song Better Man?
Yeah, I had an opportunity. The key to success is when preparation meets opportunity. And here I'm going to be all over the world doing this little reality show, which was not little. It actually became pretty big. So I got, inspired to write a song. And where I'm at in life now is being a better person, trying to help people become successful. It's not about me being the star. It's about me helping somebody else become successful, living their dream. I wrote a song called Better Man, and VH1 liked it so much they had a video on it. I released a CD on it and sold records all over the. You could tell I'm 96 years old. I sold records,
I told you,
records, CD, and now it's not. Yeah, now it's not even a CD. It's those little square things you put in. What are those things called? Come on, you're showing your age. Come on. Yeah, well, cut whatever.
The UBS port?
No, oh my. No.
That's going to be the next thing you know.
Anybody know what that means? Anybody know what that means?
Oh, the iPod.
iPod, thank you. I knew if I coached you long enough, you got it.
Well, you know what? It's out of sight, out of mind. I got mine stolen out of my car.
Okay.
And, and music is everything.
And I never bought one, so it's all good.
There you go.
There you go.
No. Let's get back to the heart of the matter, and what it really touches your heart is you were talking about now you want to give back to young talent, and so you've done that by creating your own agency, and it's Image Makers Talent Agency.
Yeah, I have a management company, and what I do is before you really manage people and get into being a client from an agent, you by the mile it's a trial, by the yard it's hard, but by the inch it's a cinch. You need to start studying. So I work with Hollywood Kids Academy in Las Vegas, and what I do is train the kids anywhere from 7 years old to 25 years old, so they're not so kids, and to prepare them for Hollywood. So it's not like you just do 3 plays and I'm going to go to Hollywood and be somebody, because you're probably not. You're probably not. So what we do is educate them, train them how to audition, and get their acting and cold reading and their scene study and their commercial skills up. And then what I'm going to do is bring Hollywood agents into my school in Las Vegas so they can be seen by real Hollywood agents. There's a lot of scams out there. Give me $10,000 and I'll make you nothing. Next. And what? What happened? $10,000 later. We don't do that. So we have a school where it's very, very, very inexpensive, and we're going to put Hollywood agents and managers, such as myself, such as my other colleagues, that are agents, in the position to see all of our kids here in Nevada. And that's exciting, because we want to prepare them to be successful, and then we want to give them the opportunity to be successful. You could be great living here in Pahrump and never have the opportunity. So we invite everybody from Pahrump to join us at Hollywood Kids Academy, and we'll certainly help you live your dream.
Well, hopefully we can put up a website or a telephone number where people can call in and get some more information on the Academy. I think it's a great opportunity. Like you said, most people going into it have no clue how to begin, and then get caught up in these scams. So it's nice to see someone out there that's willing and able to teach them the ropes, and also show them the pitfalls that can happen if they're not prepared. To go out there. And I hope that you also, let them know about, you just can't take things personally either, as far as the
you have to have thick skin.
Rejection. You have to have a little bit of thick skin.
I know show business is a very, very difficult industry, but you know what? Somebody has to make it.
Right.
And
you do have some successes. If you could tell us, there's a couple that you have.
I got Spencer Leon. I just booked him, a local here in a TV commercial. The Catherine Arianoff is starring in Nonsense at the Hilton.
Fantastic.
And then I represent James Maslow, the star of Big Time Rush. And it goes on. So what I want to do is take people and help them become successful, but give them the tools it takes so they just don't do a 100-yard dash in a 90-yard gym.
Exactly. I can understand that. And back to your song, Better Man, I think it's a great anthem, maybe for all of you out there to hear it. It's got to be your personal anthem.
It is. Yeah. It is. Because when I believe you meet your maker, he's not going to ask you what kind of car you had.
No, he's not.
He blessed us, and we need to reach out and bless other people. I believe that.
Absolutely. Well, I sure do thank you for coming on the show, young at heart, and you definitely are young at heart, as well as young.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure, and I just hope we'll see you again.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
And thanks for being here on Young at Heart.